Hi, this is Chris with Chris Collects, and I'm taking a look at the Fresh Monkey Fiction Bizarre World of Naughty or Nice Peter and Patch Pumpkin 2-pack. This came out the fall of 2025. They were originally solicited as individual figures with a minimum order quantity. They didn't quite make it, but they were too cool to pass up. So Big Bad Workshop came in, Big Bad Toy Store came in and said, hey, let's put them out as a 2-pack. And here they are. These use the same tooling as the Fresh Monkey Fiction Naughty or Nice Santa Claus figure. Just a few different pieces. But they use the same tooling from that line. So you're going to expect the same articulation, the same design aesthetic, etc. Let's take a look at Patch first because he's the more interesting one. Patch is the orange one, Peter is the other one. The story is that they're both kind of mischievous. Patch gets into trouble, Peter tries to keep him out of it. You know, good brother, bad brother. They're neither are evil, neither are good. They're just what they are. As you can see, Patch here comes with a really cool accessory, the hook staff from the Naughty or Nice Santas. He has a new lantern accessory, which is really cool. The glass on it is translucent, so you can see through it. It's a very nice brassy color, bronzy brassy color, which is really cool and looks really good hanging from the staff. He's also got, in addition to the hands that he has on and the staff, he's got the gripping hand to hold the staff. He's also got the two monster swiping hands. Something I neglected to mention on my review of the original Barbarian Santa is that with the new torso, there is new articulation. They now have the bare arms have swivels at the biceps. This one's kind of stuck, but here you go. You can see it on this one. Swivels at the biceps, and if you can kind of see it tucked up in there, there is a hinge joint in the neck. So it's kind of hard to see with these guys because they've got kind of an odd articulation scheme as far as like how the heads attach, but it's the bare upper body that was seen on the Barbarian, and it's also the Santa pants, which it's in Patch here is in a bright green color, more of a pumpkin-y color, traditional pumpkin color, orange, with green highlights all around on his shaded all around through the musculature. The head's really cool. It's got kind of a devious, he's got kind of a very devious, mischievous look to him. You can kind of see where he's looking, and you know, he's got those swirling eyes deep inside. He's got kind of a grin, but it's kind of a mischievous grin where he's like up to trouble. He's got this cool leafy piece around his neck. It's like a scarf. And again, just the plain Santa legs and boots. But it just looks really good with the paint because he's got some darker washes over them to make it look dirty. He's got kind of a gray-blue belt with a tarnished silver buckle. He's got brass buckles on his boots that look like they're black, but they're kind of dirty down here at the bottom as well, like he's been out in the patch, the pumpkin patch. And then he also comes with 4 individual little pumpkins in his color scheme that can be used for diorama settings. So yeah, this is a really cool piece. It's a great Halloween piece. I'm not a big Halloween guy, but I couldn't pass these up because they do fit in. I do have some other Halloween figures that these guys can go with. So Patch here is the mischievous one, and he's the one that gets in trouble. So let's put him to the side and bring up his brother, Peter. Peter here you see is holding a book. It is the storybook we've seen from the Santa figures. It's got probably spells and old-timey stories from myths and legends of the patch, the pumpkin patch, and it's got a green, light green binding with gray corners, and then this really nice printed text on here, which is really good. That's a nice, cool piece. You can hold it in the clawed hands. This one uses the Great Northern Santa upper body with the shirt, buttons, and collar. He has the same basic articulation as the Santa. You know, they're all around the same. Whereas, you know, the bare body got the bare naked body got the hinge at the neck and the swivel biceps. This one hasn't been updated yet. Doesn't need to be. Your Santa Claus and your pumpkin guys don't need to be super articulated. They're just out there like looking at stuff. The print work on this plaid, this black and gray and green plaid, looks really, really good. It's very cleanly applied, and it's even got some swirls in the back, like it's, you know, tucked in a little bit off center. You know, it stretches around the body really well. His is a little bit more of a yellowish green or yellowish orange, where his skin tone is, and he's definitely got a more gourd-like than the traditional pumpkin, where he's orange, but he's got a lot of green on him, a lot of green dry brushing across the top, and then the his little stem is a little bit darker, more green-gray. So he's, you know, he's just a little bit different of a gourd. He's got blue jeans, black boots with the brass buckles. He's got a brass buckle on his, gold brass buckle on his belt, blue jeans, and the dirty boots, which looks really good. Again, the paint rubs, the dry brushing across the highlights to just bring out the dirtiness of him. He looks a little bit more like, do you remember that movie 9 with the sock, not the sock, but the sackcloth puppet? That's kind of what he reminds me of. He's got this, it's not really like a sadness to him, but it's kind of a melancholy. Like, he knows what he's supposed to be doing. He's happy with his life, but he's got to keep track of his brother, who's just a pain in the ass, but he loves him. And his brother doesn't mean, you know, anything bad. He's just goofy. But the sculpting here looks really good. You get a lot of a lot of expression from it. Arlen did a great job on these, and I'm glad they were able to come out. Again, he's got the monster claw hands, which we saw on the Krampus and the goblins. He's also got a gripping hand here to go hold his axe, which has a transparent axe head, transparent orange axe head with a metal painted blade. It's a green axe handle, green wooden axe handle with black detailing. It's really nice. This is a really cool piece. I like this a lot. And again, he comes with the same pumpkins, but just in more colors that match him. So the more natural orange, lighter orange, and green with the green stems. And again, these are great. Like I said, I'm not a big Halloween guy, but I couldn't pass these two up because they were a great 2-pack. I'm glad they were able to be made. Fresh Monkey Fiction and the Bizarre World of Naughty or Nice looks great. I can't wait to see what else they come up with in this particular line, now that they've, you know, branched out from Santa Claus. They can go on to do other things, such as, I don't know what, just other things, Easter Bunny, go into the more of the Halloween with, you know, let's get a witch, let's get something else, let's get some other creatures in here, and really see where this can go. But that's it for my Naughty or Nice Fresh Monkey Fiction overviews of these figures. This is everything that's out so far. As far as the 6-inch scale, they do have some 4-inch scale Nutcrackers and Elves that I did not pick up because they were the Reaction T-crotch swivel basic Kenner 5 articulation. It's not really my style, but there were some children that were up for pre-order that didn't get made that looked super articulated that fit in the 6-inch scale that we might see come back as Elves, which would be very cool. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with the sleigh and any other new naughty or nice. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for taking the time to watch.